This is going to be a pretty quick video, but a new channel called A Christian Journey wants to ask us if God exists. Then he doesn't bother to address that question at all and tries to get us to watch more videos. So, really, it's just bait and switch. Let's go look. It's always interesting to me to find new channels, although let's be honest, all of the new channels are just like the old channels, and they all share the exact same problems in their thinking, or lack thereof. It's just more of the same. Here are my reasons for believing things which are not intellectually justifiable, because, feelings are all that matter. But that's not true. It has never been true. Beliefs are only rationally justified if the thing that you believe has evidence to support it. And as we all know, no religion out there can honestly make that claim. They are all absurd, and this one is no different. It's never different. And that's the problem.
If I believe there is a God, does that make him real? The answer coming up.
No, it just makes you wrong. Now, I'm not trying to pick on the religious here because you can substitute anything for God, and it's the same fallacious thinking. If you believe in unicorns, that doesn't make unicorns real. If you believe in leprechauns, that doesn't make leprechauns real. The only thing that makes these things real is if they are actually, demonstrably, objectively, verifiably real in the real world. Your belief is irrelevant. It doesn't even enter into it. If you believe in something that isn't real, your beliefs are false, and you are wrong.
Hello everyone, this is David Sami and you are watching A Christian Journey.
Well, hey Dave, how you doing? How's the weather?
On this channel, we talk about Christian theology, philosophy, culture, and everything that pertains to Christian life.
Except, I'm sure, whether any of it is actually true. And that's one thing that I've noticed about virtually all religious channels, not just Christianity, but any religion, is that they never ask any serious questions about the validity of their core beliefs. It makes them feel good, therefore it has to be true, and they move on from there. They don't step back and verify the kernel of their belief because, honestly, they don't care. They don't say, this is true, therefore I'm a Christian. They say, I'm a Christian, therefore this is true. And that's not how this is supposed to go.
So if these are the things that you are interested in, you may want to subscribe. Have you ever engaged in a conversation with someone regarding the existence of God?
Yeah, it doesn't go so well because you don't care, and no matter what I had to say about rationality and critical thinking and all of these intellectual ideas, they maintain their irrational beliefs anyhow. In fact, that's how every single discussion about the existence of gods goes with religious believers. Why is that?
Only for that person to tell you, if you believe there is a God, then for you there is one. But I don't. So for me, there is no God.
Which is total nonsense. You don't make reality, reality makes you. Things exist objectively regardless of your belief. If you believe in something that does not exist objectively, you are just wrong.
Now, in our day, we have been greatly conditioned by relativism. We think in relativistic terms. If there is a God, no amount of me not believing in him will make him go away. And if there is no God, no amount of me believing in him will make him real.
So, why do you believe in a God? I mean, I assume this guy does. He is running a channel called A Christian's Journey. So, the question really becomes, why? How has he proven that this God that he believes in is actually real, knowing that God would have to be objectively real to have any meaning whatsoever? So, how does he get from point A to point B? I'm sure he'll never say.
Either there is a God or there is no God. Now, on our next video, we want to delve into this question. Is it more rational to believe that there is a God, or no, it's just the outmoded way of thinking?
And I guess I was right, because this is a question that no theist can actually answer, because they have no evidence whatsoever for the existence of their imaginary friends. I mean, I appreciate the pseudo-intellectual take on things, but if that's all it is, make-believe intellectualism without recognizing that there's nothing at the core of the position, then how is any of this worthwhile? Come on, please explain this to me.
So on our next video, we're going to delve into this question, whether God exists or not. But until then, may the Lord be with you, may He keep you, and make His face to shine upon you and give you peace.
None of which matters if this God thing of yours isn't actually real. Now, I have watched his next video, and really, he has nothing of value to say there. And that's hardly a surprise. It's just a very long version of the same kind of crap we've all seen many times in the past. All of these apologetics videos, not just his, but every single one out there, they all fail because they cater to emotions, not facts. They don't really care if it's true or not, so long as it makes them feel good. So they will baldly rationalize their way from reality to an emotionally comforting belief system with very little in between. They want to get there because it feels good. It answers all of those questions that are hard to rationally examine because the real answers, the answers that are best supported by actual evidence, well, those aren't comforting. They make people sad. Therefore, they make up new answers out of whole cloth that do give them that emotional woody, and then they pretend that these are the only answers that there are. The only answers that make any kind of sense. And really, that's kinda dumb. You should never believe anything for which there isn't solid, objectively verifiable evidence that it's actually true. The time to believe a proposition is the moment that it's the best supported proposition out there, and unfortunately for the religious, theirs isn't. It isn't even close. Someone posted in the comments that before you can ask yourself if God exists, you have to discover how one determines whether something is real in the first place. And guess what? Dave doesn't respond. He doesn't even acknowledge it at all. Because if he had to, that thin veneer of reasonableness that he's trying to cultivate would vanish because Dave, like all theists, simply doesn't care. And that fact, whether you like it or not, it's just pathetic.
Bum